What is up, everybody? Super exciting video today. We're gonna do, we got some stuff going on around the shop that we're working on, and then we also, even more exciting, we finally brought on another employee. So you're gonna be able to meet him today, and we're also doing a vehicle walk around for all three of us now. So it's been a long time coming, especially with the rate we're accelerating and with like all the Black Friday sales. So super cool. I hope you enjoy the video and join me in welcoming our newest employee. Thanks, guys. Welcome to the best interview of your life.
All right.
All right. Name?
Kyle Hansen.
Occupation?
What is it here? Operations manager.
Where?
All Dogs Off-Road.
Nice. What do you drive?
2015 Nissan Frontier Pro 4X.
What mods?
Radflow extended travel, suspension, your guys' upper control arm prototypes, Adaleaf, and then Cosmos Racing MR2 wheels and Cooper Evolution tires.
Sweet. Where did you grow up?
Small town about 30 miles straight east here called Nehawken, Nebraska. Town about 150 people.
150 people?
Yep.
Wow.
Super small.
And you currently live?
5 minutes from here.
Can't beat it. How did you find out about us?
Had just bought the Frontier and was looking to lift it and randomly stumbled across you guys on the Frontier Club forum, actually.
Sweet. All right, you have 30 seconds to describe yourself. Go. Fun facts.
Fun facts. Don't really have any.
What's your other vehicle that you drive?
It's not a lifted vehicle. It's actually a 2004 Mazda Speed Miata.
Where is
it's
it?
Opposite. It's sitting right behind me, actually.
Oh my gosh, what are the odds of that? What do you like better? Go fast or off-roading?
They both have their perks. Off-roading is more fun. It's a little bit more challenging. Granted, I do drive a Miata, so going fast isn't exactly anything that happens that often, but no, they both have their perks.
Yeah. This is your 5th day? 6th day?
Started Monday.
Started Monday?
Technically, I worked for a little bit last Thursday, but I wasn't officially on the payroll, so 4th day.
Don't tell labor law people.
Yeah.
What did we do today? We shipped some orders and then we're knocking these out later.
Yeah, desks for the office, painting, rearranging.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'll throw in some videos of the paint job in the office to make room for the other desks. We got some standing desks. We've been talking about getting for like 2 years now. So we're past due on that, so that should be pretty cool. Any pets?
2-year-old basset hound named Phoebe. Kind of a pain in the ass. She'd be here, but she's way too hyper to be in the shop right now, especially with paint going on.
Paint and Huckleberry.
Yeah. Huckleberry don't care.
All-time favorite beer? Don't say Coors.
Right now, well, I don't know. Coors definitely isn't even a top 5 of mine. Man, favorite beer, I think for a while has been Fairy Nectar from Cross Strain in Omaha.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Excellent IPA.
Yeah. What about your favorite domestic?
I drink Busch Light a lot just because it's a local beer. It's kind of the go-to local beer around here.
Yep.
I drink a lot of them though. Other than Bud products, Bud Light, Budweiser, stay away from. Body doesn't agree with it, but honestly, one of my favorite cheap beers is probably Old Milwaukee Light.
Classic, yeah. So what do you think is going to be next for your truck? What do you want to do to it next?
We got a snorkel laying around here. I've been debating on whether I want to cut holes into my truck and put that in or not. Otherwise, I don't know, don't really have anything planned for it. Maybe something will come up later that I want, but I'm pretty happy with it right now.
Yeah. We'll have you Titan swapped eventually.
Yeah, maybe.
Other than the track width, though, that's the one thing you don't like, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely not for everybody. And your kit does pretty darn well off road.
Yeah, seems to handle it fine.
Yeah. Well, thank you for hopping on as a part of the team.
Yeah.
We Black Friday kind of crushed us, and it was well overdue to bring on a new customer or new employee.
I mean, I was a customer first, technically.
That is true. Yeah, yeah.
But
It's nice that you live so close. We've kind of just developed that relationship.
Yep.
And it was pretty obvious who we were going to bring on next.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so Kyle's the operations manager, so he's going to be handling a lot of the logistics side of the house. So keeping track of inventory,
Yep.
Purchasing. All three of us chip in for boxing and shipping orders, but that's going to be his wheelhouse. He's pretty much going to run that, and we'll just help out.
Be the backroom guy.
Yeah, warehouse manager would
Yeah.
also be a good term for that.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're accelerating pretty quickly here, so it's exciting to have someone who can hit the ground running. He pretty much knows everything he needs to know.
Yeah.
And then it's also going to allow Chad and I to isolate our roles a little bit more so that we can all become a little bit more efficient. So this is really, really cool. So I think we're going to end the official meet and greet here,
All right.
and then we're going to tackle some desks next. So thanks, guys. All right, time for a vehicle walk around. Let's do it.
Alright, obviously blue metallic or Pro 4X, Cooper Evolution MT tires. Fairly new, hadn't seen any reviews on them, so decided to run them. Cosmos MR2 racing wheels. I got sliders from Jason Jones in South Dakota. He posts them occasionally up on the Frontier Club stuff. Otherwise, Borla exhaust, AFE intake spacer, rad flow front and rear, suspension. I think that's about it. Cheap Tiger tonneau cover, but that's what
Gets the job done.
Yeah.
So you're running Radflow's front and rear?
Correct.
Extended travel?
Yep.
Nice, nice. And you said didn't really have anything in mind for your next mod? Maybe bumper or something like that?
Yeah, I've been looking at front and rear bumpers maybe. I'm not sure on what way I want to go with them though.
Yeah.
Want to do pre-runner or do full plate bumpers, I'm not sure. So.
Right. Well, there you go, folks. The newest addition to the All Dogs truck lineup. So, looking really, really, really good. So, moving on. All right, I guess it's my turn now. So, 2011 Frontier SL. As I said in a bunch of other videos, I didn't really hunt out the SL. It just kind of fell into my hands, and that's how it worked out. Titan swapped in the front. We can start at the front, I suppose. So Titan swapped in the front with Radflow 2.5 Titan swap coilovers, SPC Titan upper control arms. Definitely need to clean in under there a little bit. 34 by 12 Milestar Patagonia tires with Black Rhino Stadium wheels, 17 by 8.5. Really, really, really like these wheels a lot. I think they're really clean. And then moving on to the rear, I'm running 2.0 custom length Radflow's rear with remote res, 2-inch adjustable All Dogs Off-Road shackles with our All Dogs Off-Road Performance leaf pack in the medium config. And that rides really well, flexes out really well as well. And then to help with the track width in the front and rear with the Titan swap, I'm running 1.25 inch spacers in the rear just to get that track width a little bit closer to even. Nothing too much other than that. I would say the next thing for me is gonna be some sliders. We'll have the ability to make them in-house here very shortly, so I'll be mocking up a set of those probably, which should be exciting. Yeah, so that's all from me, and Chad would be up next. All right, last and certainly not least, we have this Chad's Nissan, Chad's Lexus.
I mean, I want to put a Nissan badge on the front of it, and maybe eventually I'll get rid of it and get a Pathfinder, but...
All right, tell us what you got. What are we working with up front here?
So what we have here is an 05 Lexus GX 470, and it's currently running a Radflow extended travel kit. Radflow 2.0s, we're running SBC upper control arms, we're running an Esper aluminum skid plate on the bottom from Israel. Factory wheels, we got Spider Tracks wheel spacers in order to push out, otherwise we'd run into some clearance issues.
What tires are you working with?
These are Patagonia, or I'm sorry, Milestar Patagonia's, the all-terrain tire though. We've seen a lot of reviews for the mud terrains online and on Amazon and wherever else, but I hadn't seen a lot of reviews on the all-terrain, so I thought I'd bite the bullet and be a guinea pig and try and run them and see how they do, and they've been fantastic. I mean, they were like $90 a piece, and good tread wear, really good grip in rain, snow, ice. I've been really happy with them.
Sweet. All right, let's head on to the rear. What are we working with in the rear here?
In the rear, so paired with the Radflow 2.0 rear shocks, we have our All Dogs light coils. So we're roughly sitting at about 2¼ inches of width probably in the rear and 2.5 at the front. One thing also with this GX is factory ring and pinion ratios are 373, and about 2 months ago I re-geared to 430s with a nitro worm gear limited slip in the back, which has been really awesome.
Sweet. And who'd you pay to have that done?
I did that all myself.
All by yourself. That is awesome.
Yep.
Yeah, so we got the All Dogs coils in there with some Radflow shocks. This thing does just awesome on the trails.
Yep. Been real happy with it. Before the gear change, even the 285/70/17s that are on there right now, I can tell a difference. We're getting a lot of noise here, so. Hello. The 285/70/17s, I was getting a lot of gear hunting on the highway, and I do a lot of highway driving with this, so I couldn't deal with that. So I did the re-gear, and it was probably the best money I've spent on the vehicle. That's awesome. Yep.
Definitely an awesome off-roading rig. It's done some crazy things, so that's it for today, guys. Chad's dad is actually in town, and we got a Suzuki Equator, which is a Frontier's cousin, or twin, basically.
The only clean vehicle in the parking lot.
Yeah, the only clean vehicle in the parking lot. It's got our All Dogs Off-Road Riverlands with some Dobinson's front shocks and rear shocks. So that's it for today, ladies and gentlemen. My turn.
Steven's turn. First question. How many PC peripherals have you broken while playing Warzone?
Does a desk count?
I'm concerned that you have to think about this. You have to quantify so many.
If a desk counts, we're at 3.
Okay. Now that we got that out of the way. Name.
Steven.
Occupation.
Social media marketing manager at All Dogs Off-Road.
Favorite beer.
Yingling.
Least favorite beer.
Coors Light.
Pets.
Lucy, an orange cat who is
Cute.
really cute, really evil, and she's like almost 8 months old.
Where are you from?
I am from Downingtown, Pennsylvania, which is about 30 to 40 minutes outside Philadelphia.
How in the Lord's name did you end up in Lincoln, Nebraska?
Owned a Frontier, was really active on the online forums, and then this nut job went onto the forum and was looking for people to test out some products and some advice from Nissan people. His name was Chad. And we started talking. We were talking about leaf pack developments. He sent me one to
sent me one to prototype and give feedback on when we stayed in contact, and then company started to do well. We started to promote it pretty well in the Frontier groups. SBA loan happened, and then hopped in a truck and drove on out here.
Yep, that sounds about right.
Yeah. So that's how I came to live 1,120 miles from home.
Yep. First car.
First car was a 2006 gold Chevy Cobalt. Oh yeah.
Oh. Turd on wheels.
Never wrecked it. It was the 2.2. It was a yeah, never wrecked it. When I got it, it only had like, it was my grandmother's, so it only had like 40,000 miles on it when I got it. And then my sister backed into it. Sorry, Christina, I'm outing you.
Most embarrassing wheeling trip, and why was it when your brake rotor failed when we were at Tuttle Creek?
Okay, well, see,
We're not
normal.
cutting this out.
So normal brakes, when they go bad, they start squealing. Mine didn't really do that. So they wore down very, very, very low. They wore down so far that the pad, like the metal piece on the pad, actually got ejected out of the caliper. So the piston was pressing directly on the rotor in the middle of the woods in Kansas. Eventually,
2 hours away from home.
2 hours from home. Eventually, the piston pushed into the rotor and cracked it, and then it seized in the wheel and snapped the caliper off. Brake fluid everywhere. The caliper just was hanging by the brake line, and I lost all my brakes. Yeah. Trail fix. I thankfully keep brake fluid with me, and we were able to hobble home. But man, that was sketchy.
We took that caliper and then wrapped it around the rear cross member and zip tied it in place so that the piston wouldn't pop out, and the piston, when Steven would apply the brakes, would just press on that cross member. So it probably crimped a little bit, but
probably, yeah.
Fine.
Also zip tied the line as much as we could.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got home just fine. The brakes were awful, but hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. And thankfully it was at the end of the trip, so you know, we had already gotten all of our wheeling done, and that was a really good trip too. We
that was fun.
We all out-wheeled that one Jeeper. But
favorite part of the job?
Favorite part of the job is I like shooting videos a lot. It helps me kind of get my ideas somewhere that they're useful. And taking like things that are, I enjoy taking concepts that are complex and making them easy to understand.
Least favorite part of the job?
Least favorite part of the job. Building breather kits. Oh. Stop ordering breathers.
I mean, do but don't.
Do but don't, yeah. Well, guys, that's who I am.
Sign off.
Chad, favorite beer?
I'm really digging hazy IPAs right now. I can't say that I have a favorite beer. Usually in the summers I like sours quite a bit, but they're kind of hard to come by.
Kyle and I did favorite domestic and then favorite like craft.
Okay, so my favorite domestic would probably be Coors Light. And I can't say that.
Kyle said Fairy Nectar.
Fairy Nectar is pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, that cucumber sour was pretty amazing. But I wouldn't call that my favorite though.
Yeah. That's fair.
That's too hard of a question for me. I like all beers, with the exception of Miller Lite.
You're missing out. Missing out big time. Favorite beer? Yingling. Favorite craft beer?
You can't say Yingling twice because it's not craft beer.
What if I could?
Out here, I really like the Fairy Nectar. Back home, if any of you on the East Coast have a chance to pick up Levante, Cloudy and Cumbersome, it's probably one of the best hazy IPAs I've ever had. So yeah. Thanks everybody.
Did you guys already do like a, what is all?
Name.
Chad Kulig,
Occupation.
General Manager and Founder.
Of.
All Dogs Off-Road Co-op in Lincoln, Nebraska.
Oh yeah. What are you drinking? And why is it?
Budweiser Heavy.
And why is it not a Miller Lite?
Because Miller Lite is the worst.
We're gonna cut that part out.
No, we're not. That's gonna stay.
What do you drive? We already talked about it, but.
Yeah, I drive an 05 Lexus GX 470.
Pets?
Huckleberry. The stinky.
Everyone knows who Huckleberry is.
We should just do, actually, we should do an interview with him after this too. Just like
can we get him out here?
And be like,
go see if Huck will come on out.
That'd be awesome.
Huckleberry.
What are you doing? Say hi. That might be the best that you get. What are you doing? Don't point that camera at me. Hi. Got some beer?
He loves beer. No, he likes tequila.
He does like, he's a tequila loving dog.
Look at that yawn.
Work that camera angle, Huckleberry. Is that all you got? Is that all you got? No.
Alrighty. Where'd you grow up?
I grew up in Frewsburg, New York.
Where's that in relation to
Anything?
New York?
It's about an hour and a half south of Buffalo, and it's about 6 hours away from New York City.
Nice.
About as far south and west as you can go in New York State.
Favorite place you've lived in the country?
Ames, Iowa.
Why?
I really liked the college town. It just had like a good feel between being like a big city and just like, it was just like the perfect size.
Mm-hmm.
And also it's where I did a lot of my personal and professional growth. It just holds a special place in my heart.
Favorite vehicle you've ever owned?
2006 Volkswagen TDI Jetta.
Not the Scout?
Whoa, yeah, the Scout. Sorry, I forgot about that.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I'm like hyper fixated on TDIs right now. I want one really bad, so I can't help it.
Favorite part of your job?
Yelling at you.
That's fair.
No. Treating customers with respect, honestly.
Yeah.
Making them happy is probably the best part. Getting the pictures after guys do their installs
Mm-hmm.
and seeing that they're happy and just like having their minds blown with the difference in ride quality.
Yep. Especially on the older ones where they're still on stock suspension, like Rye.
Oh yeah, big difference.
Yeah.
So that's super cool. Also, I like, Steven will probably tell you that I'm a workaholic. I like doing just about everything.
Mm-hmm.
I can't stop.
Yeah. On Kyle's interview, we were talking about how he's kind of helped us isolate our roles, and
Yeah.
productivity has gone way, way up, which is awesome.
And optimizing for that more will be really nice as we like just like subdivide and peel out roles and give them dedicated, give them to dedicated people.
Yeah,
So,
for sure. What were some of the other questions I asked?
One thing you should ask is like first vehicle.
Oh yeah, what was the first vehicle you've ever owned?
1993 Mazda 626 that my dad and I bought. It had a wrecked front end, and we. I grew up doing body work and restorations. It's kind of like a family thing. So we straightened out the front end, made it look pretty, and beat the ever-loving something out of it.
Ever-loving, YouTube monetization friendly words out of it.
Politically correct.
That is a good question. What's the next mod that you're gonna do with your GX?
Well, right now I'm kind of at a crossroads where I'm considering selling the GX. The GX is probably just about as far as I would be willing to push it for, a hybrid wheeling rig and daily driver. If I were to keep it, I'd probably put some sliders on it, and that would probably be the extent of it, besides maybe like a sleeping platform inside. But right now I'm thinking about selling it so that I can get a Volkswagen TDI, but also then like a beater SUV. I probably want to pick up like an R51 Pathfinder, give it like a mild 2-inch lift, and see how that does. We're so Nissan centric as a shop and I'm the odd duck out, not owning any Nissans, so it'd be nice to either get into a Pathfinder or maybe find a first-gen Frontier and build a first-gen short box crew cab if I could find one.
Yeah, that would be cool too.
Yeah.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, there's the general manager for you. I think that we've expended all the questions. We're going to do another video dedicated to random questions, probably a live stream, maybe this week or next week. So keep an eye out for that. And yeah, peace.
Stay frosty.